people, how's it going? Welcome to Trapped in the South. Today's Movie Monday. And today's movie is, insert the drum roll that I will never add to this YouTube video, The Brothers. So this movie is from 2001 and it stars Morris Chestnut, D.L. Hughley, Bill Bellamy, Shamar Moore, Tamala Jones, Gabrielle Union. I feel like there's some more people who are not like the stars of this movie that are in there. But fun fact, so last week we did Two Can Play That Game. It had Morris Chestnut in it. Both of these movies were released in 2001. Also, Tamala Jones was in that movie too. So two of those people were in both of our movies, and that was completely unintentional. So this movie was written and directed by Gary Hardwick. Wikipedia is not highlighting him, so I can't check his stuff. But it was produced by Doug McHenry and Patty Cullen. Something that I always check that I think is really cool, the budget was $6 million, but it made $27 million. So it almost, what's the word for after quadrupled? I don't know. It almost made 5 times the amount of money it took to make it, which is wild when you think about it. So it's 102 minutes. I watched it on Amazon Prime. I'm not sure if it was by way of stars, because, you know, sometimes that happens, but that's completely fine. Also, another thing, when I typed it into Google, it told me, like, there are some places that it is, like, currently playing. Like, I could watch it on television. Like, it had the schedule for it. If I can find it. Okay, so it's gonna be Encore Black is playing it like 5 times on May 6th. So if you have Encore Black, you should check it out there. So basically, this movie is about 4 friends. You got Morris Chestnut's character, the old Hughley's character, who is married to Tamala Jones, and then we have Shamar Moore, who in this movie is basically giving up his player card to get married. He actually proposes to his girlfriend, and then as the movie progresses, he gets cold feet and it becomes a whole ordeal. And then we have Bill Bellamy, which this is the first movie that I have watched with Bill Bellamy during this little Movie Monday series, and we all know that Bill Bellamy had the 90s, early 2000s, like, on dead bulk. Like, he was in everything. He was popping up everywhere. It's like him and Jamie Foxx. He was like a butthole. Like, he didn't want to be in love with anyone. He didn't want to date a black woman. All the like gushy and good things that were going on, he was like the opposite. He was just like a negative Nancy the whole movie. And then Morris Chestnut's character, I know I said his name first, but he was basically having these dreams, held at gunpoint, and there's this woman in this veil, and he had like several relationships, and none of them have like worked out. And I feel like once he was like being honest with the women is when the relationship stopped working out for him. And so he was like seeing a therapist. Oh, which the therapist happens to be Vanessa Bell Calloway. You should look her up if you don't know her. She's fantastic. That's who played the therapist. And he ends up meeting Gabrielle Union's character, and they start dating, and like on the first date they hook up, and he tells her all these things and vice versa, and he just feels super comfortable. And then she meets his mom, who is the Jennifer Lewis, and his sister Tatiana Ali, and they hit it off. And then she meets his father, which he's a heavy hitter too. I just don't know his name. And turns out that her and the father used to date. And I'm not talking about like dad was young and had kids young. No, he is an older man. And so eventually, of course, in a horrible way, Morris Chestnut's character finds out that like she used to date his dad, and she never told him about it, and neither did he. And so he blew up, was very ugly, and was just like, well, maybe this relationship dating thing isn't for me type situation. And so by the end of the movie, they get back together, they smooth it over. Actually, Jennifer Lewis character, which is Chestnut's mom, and the dad actually renew their vows and get back together. And so he kind of sees like the error of his ways, and then he figures out the woman that is holding him at gunpoint happens to be Shamar Moore's fiance, because she was about to go kill him because he called off the wedding like days before the wedding. Like, it was a whole ordeal. It was a strange movie. Also, I feel like this is the first movie I've ever seen D.L. Hughley act in. Like, I know he's an actor, I know he's a comedian, but I don't think I've seen any of his work. And him and Tamela Mann's character, well, they were together in this movie. His character was just like really, I don't want to say petty and vindictive, but a part of it was. Oh, and then his mom, the lady who played his mom, was Marla Gibbs. She was in 227. And I feel like she was playing an elderly lady, but I feel like she was not elderly at this time in 2001. So I'm like, why are you playing somebody? And this is not like, that's that. Overall, I mean, it was a movie I've never seen. I won't like probably watch it again, but it's in my brain. It's fine. Have you seen The Brothers? The 2001 version? Because let's say there are 50 million movies named The Brothers, or Brothers is in the title. So I was just like, when I was scrolling and I saw it, and I was just like, is this a legit movie? Is this a legit thing? Clearly it is. But have you seen it? Did you like it? Leave that in the comments below. Jay Hammond had already seen it before, and he was like, you haven't seen this? And I was like, no. So let's watch it. Let's see, we're in the early 2000s. Maybe I will continue this little trek onward. If not, I might seek back into my 90s movies. If you have a movie that I need to watch, let me know. Other than that, thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.